So Wipay is disputing the revocation of their license in Grenada. How did their license get revoked in Grenada? Apparently, Grenada gave what's called this word by? A statement. In accordance to the provisions of Section 33(1)(a) of the Money Services Act in blah, 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 in Ghana, right? The authority responsible for money business services hereby revokes the license of Wipay Grenada Limited with immediate effect, the notice says. The general public, including persons interested in doing business with this entity, are asked to note the contents of this notice and be guided accordingly. The license to Wipay was to establish over-the-counter money transmission, remittance service in Grenada from a physical location. And that sounded like Western Union. Kinda. I don't know what it sounded like, but it sounded like it was a kind of Western Union vibes where you'd be able to transfer money from one Wipay to another Wipay and get the cash over from a physical location. I don't know if it would be a bank or anything of that sort. Now, this confused me a lot because the things that were stated was real kind of weird and high-level talk about section this and section that. But I know that Wipay would have been more than likely trying to go to different Caribbean countries and set up the same thing that they have in Trinidad, Jamaica, and what's the next place? Barbados, right?
Guyana, I think, yeah.
Guyana too, yeah. And well, to add to that, I know somebody who has the color card, the color bank card.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they call it a Wipay card, but I don't know if it's the color bank. And they have the app everything, and it working. Just like I can't see the amount on the app, you could only see the amount when you go to an ATM machine. But they actually have money, and wait, get this. They pay for things online locally with it.
Oh, you can't do it in US?
Nah, I can't do it in US international, you know.
It's like a debit card then?
Yeah, like a debit card, yeah. And they could go to the ATM and take out money. So I would imagine that this is what they were trying to do in Grenada, but something went sour. And
yeah. So I mean, you know, you said that earlier, you know, I think they, you know, being from the Caribbean, they're trying to penetrate the Caribbean market, you know, and I don't know what you think, like similarly, the way they ran into a lot of issues in terms of policies and red tape in Trinidad and laws. You think it could be something similar in Grenada, you know, in terms of
I feel so, you know,
policies and things in place and making it difficult, and you know. Let
me tell you why based on the article, right? There's a part here that says speaking to Guardian Media on Friday, Point Fortin born Wayne said this is totally untrue. The facts are that in October 2022, Wipay paid Garfin for a 1-year renewable license to provide an over-the-counter remittance service in Grenada. But up until October 2023, when the license would have come to an end, Wipay had not operationalized it. In fact, we wrote to Garvin in July 2023 indicating that Wipay had no interest in renewing its license with them because it was for over-the-counter remittance service from a physical location that we simply did not provide. The best way to describe it is that our license expired and was not renewed. It was not revoked. It just came to an end, and we opted not to extend it. Because if I put in 2 and 2 together, or piecing together, they just didn't want to do the thing in cash physically. Because it says further, the Garfin license required a physical location in Grenada that would have made payments in cash. Our model has always been cashless and digital, and therefore we did not need that license. So they went to Grenada, apparently, and said, hey, we want to do this money transfer thing, and we want to do it digitally. And probably Grenada was like, well, the only way for you to do that is you have to apply for this license. And the license specifically states over-the-counter via cash. So essentially just Grenada have no infrastructure to do the digital payment.
Not well, you get that, but from me it sound like, yeah, good. They take him money and he get nothing from it.
Well, yeah. Well, we have to take the risk. I mean, they had to take the risk and try, because if you want to get into emerging markets, you basically had to push your way into the market and show them what is possible now. So I'm positive. Well, not positive. I could kind of feel that the mindset was, okay, if we go here, yes, we'll get the physical license, but we're going to show them that we could do this thing digitally. And then you just bounce up red tape and just be like, nah, okay, cool. we all they want is physical money, and we want to give you digital. But
if you think the penetration rate in terms of banks and doing stuff online low in Trinidad, imagine how it is in Grenada.
Yeah, no knock to Grenada in any way, but I mean, I could see it.
I are Grenadian grandparents, so I don't know what I will count for.
Yeah, it's like me go and I start up a online business in Grenada, and people had to pay online, and everybody just want cash on delivery. I'll just be like, all right, I don't think I could run this business here anymore.
Yeah, but that, I don't know why. As I up here, they say that, and that sounds so foreign to the way things just operate in other, well, up here, cash on delivery. It's like, pay me for my thing before.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's one thing, one aspect of the way we operate that would hinder, that has hindered small businesses, I think, in terms of really being able to grow and scale. Because I show it out a lot of times, you say, all right, cash on delivery, and you in your mind might count that as a sale, then you go to deliver and nobody show up.
Yeah. Yeah, correct. That's like like for me, whenever we deliver anything, cause one of the businesses I have is to order things for people and deliver it. And it's like, do I have to pay the courier? I was like, no, that was included in the fee that you paid, because I just not going through that cash on delivery, and then people had to bring it back, and then you're missing money and all of that. I was like, no, there's one fee, everything inside there, and we go work with that. And that, but there are a lot of people or businesses that just have to do that cash on delivery thing because the people that they're selling to not paying them online now.
And we always talk about like people older than us, they're not really tech savvy, and in terms of,
and then we meet your auntie, and your auntie know everything.
My mother, other people, and they just do everything online. Like, they just get with the program, order stuff online, pay bills online. You call the customer support, and you do whatever, file a ticket, whatever, follow up. And you see, I just see people, elderly people, who you'd say elderly, probably in the 60s, 70s, and they doing all the stuff too in the 60s and 70s, paying stuff online, have flip phone, not just a regular iPhone, but they had the Samsung flip phone,
the
and
Galaxy Flip,
doing that. Yes, like, so, I know it's part of it is access to it, how easily they have access to the stuff, and it probably not as expensive or whatever, but it's possible. It shouldn't be. It's not a really valid excuse, but I guess where we at in terms of, I don't know, access to stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we ain't go harp on it and the ills and all that kind of thing anymore, but we.
But I want to see us reach that point where, I don't know, where everybody could be a little more on the same playing field.
Like
No,
today, today I got an email from somebody saying, is there any other way to pay than having to pay the $12 transaction fee for Wipay now?
Yeah.
I was like, well, yeah, you could do a bank transfer and pay $1.50.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be as easy because you'll have to send the payment and then you have to send proof of payment and then we'll debit it. And I guess transaction fees and those sort of things, the convenience has come from it. Most people seen it as there's extra money here. You ever try to order something online using a Visa debit card but you can't? Is shopping online something you always do already using a Skybox, but sometimes you need advice on knowing what to buy or what will work? I'm Mr. Charles from makeITsimpleTT, and we aim to make technologies that solve problems in a Caribbean context. So we created Order It. What is it, you ask? What is Order It? It's an app and a website that helps you order it in two ways. The first way is if you already order things online. You're familiar with using a Skybox, you're familiar with using a credit card, but sometimes you don't always have answers to certain questions, like which laptops will get a warranty in Trinidad, which phones will work on the Digicel network or the mobile network. So our app helps you order it. Every product that we list in the app, we will let you know the truth based on the experience of 20 years of ordering things online and using various Skyboxes in Trinidad and Tobago. So here are some of the questions that the app answers for you based on the products that we list. What are the taxes? Why does it cost so much when I actually get it? What is dimensional weight? All these questions and more we answer in the app because we want to help you order it. All you have to do is simply pick from our list of recommended items that we know and trust because we've ordered it already. Follow through the payment process. We'll order it and we can even have it delivered to you. So why don't you give it a try? Search for Order It by makeITsimpleTT in the App Store or the Google Play Store, or you can even go online to orderit.makeITsimpleTT.com and check and see if we could answer some of your questions and help you in the process of ordering